When did humans start drinking alcohol? Imagine you're walking through a forest. No cities, no roads, no supermarket, no bottles, no beer, no wine, no whiskey. Just wild trees, animals, and a group of ancient humans trying to survive another day. One of them notices something strange. A pile of old fruit lying on the ground. The smell is different, sweet, stronger than usual. Curious, he takes a bite. Minutes later, he starts laughing, walking funny, feeling different. Without realizing it, that ancient human may have just become the first drunk person in history. But did humans actually invent alcohol? Or did nature invent it first? And if alcohol existed long before civilization, why did humans keep drinking it, even after discovering what it could do? The answer begins millions of years before the first bar, the first brewery, or the first civilization. Let's go back not thousands, but millions of years. Long before humans built houses, our ancestors spent their lives searching for food. Most days, finding enough to eat meant surviving one more sunrise. Fruits were one of the easiest foods to find. They were sweet, full of sugar, and packed with energy. But nature had a secret. When fruit falls from a tree, it doesn't stay fresh forever. Tiny living organisms called yeast begin feeding on the sugar. As they eat, they produce something unexpected: alcohol. No humans, no recipes, no brewing. Nature had already invented alcohol all by itself, and ancient animals were probably drinking it long before humans ever existed. Scientists have discovered that many animals still do this today. Chimpanzees, elephants, monkeys, birds, even fruit flies have all been seen eating naturally fermented fruit. Some become sleepy, some act strangely, some even lose their balance, which raises an incredible question. If animals were already consuming alcohol, could our ancestors have inherited that behavior? Some researchers believe the answer might actually be yes. Around 10 million years ago, our ape ancestors experienced a fascinating genetic change. Their bodies became much better at breaking down alcohol. Why would evolution do that? Because individuals who could safely eat fermented fruit had access to extra calories. While others avoided overripe fruit, these early ancestors could eat it and survive during food shortages. In other words, being able to process alcohol may have helped our ancestors stay alive, not because they wanted to get drunk, but because they wanted to eat. Fast forward hundreds of thousands of years. Humans are now hunting, making stone tools, using fire, working together. Life is becoming smarter, but alcohol is still completely accidental. Nobody knows how to make it. Nobody plans to drink it until one unbelievable discovery changes everything. Imagine leaving a bowl filled with crushed berries or honey inside a cave. Days pass. Wild yeast floating through the air lands inside. The sugar begins fermenting. Tiny bubbles appear. The smell changes. Someone finally tastes it. It feels warm, strange, exciting. For the first time, humans realize they don't have to wait for nature. They can create alcohol themselves. That discovery would eventually change human history forever. But here's what's fascinating. Early alcohol wasn't anything like today's drinks. No vodka, no whiskey, no cocktails, no cold beer. It was weak, cloudy, often mixed with fruit or honey, and probably tasted terrible compared to modern drinks. Yet people kept making it. Why? Because alcohol wasn't just a drink. It became something much bigger. Ancient communities quickly noticed something unusual. People sitting together, sharing fermented drinks, laughed more, talked more, felt closer. Celebrations became louder. Stories became longer. Music felt better. Strangers became friends. Alcohol slowly transformed from survival into culture. And that's when human history changed forever.